Ever wondered what happens when a blood transfusion goes wrong? It's called a blood transfusion reaction, an immune response that occurs when there's a clash between blood group antigens and their corresponding antibodies during or after the transfusion. These reactions can vary greatly, from minor allergic reactions to life-threatening immune responses, and it's all down to blood incompatibility and certain allergic or immunological conditions of the recipient. So how do these reactions occur? Let's delve into the two types of blood transfusion reactions. First up, we have the acute transfusion reaction. This kicks in during the blood transfusion process or within the first 24 hours post-transfusion. The primary culprit here is ABO incompatibility, which can set off a series of different clinical reactions. Let's delve into the various kinds of reactions that can occur. We start with the mild allergic reaction. This is typically a minor inconvenience, but it's a sign that the body is not perfectly happy with the new blood it's receiving. Then we have the anaphylactic reaction, a severe allergic response that can be life-threatening and requires immediate medical attention. Moving on, we have the febrile, non-hemolytic reaction. This is a fever that occurs without the destruction of red blood cells. It's the most common type of reaction and generally not severe, but it can be quite uncomfortable for the patient. Next, we encounter transfusion-associated circulatory overload, a condition that can happen when the volume of transfused blood is too much for the body to handle. This can lead to symptoms similar to heart failure. We also have sepsis, a severe reaction that can occur if the transfused blood was infected with bacteria. Then there's the acute hemolytic transfusion reaction, which happens when the body aggressively attacks the transfused blood cells, leading to their rapid destruction. Lastly, we have transfusion-associated acute lung injury, a rare but serious reaction that can cause respiratory distress and other lung-related complications. That covers the acute transfusion reactions, but what about reactions that occur after a longer period? This brings us to delayed transfusion reactions. Fascinating, isn't it, that the human immune response can have such a delayed reaction to something as vital as a blood transfusion? This typically manifests anywhere from 24 to 48 hours after the transfusion. The main culprit here is Rh incompatibility. Just to clarify, Rh is a type of antigen found in blood. If the receiver's blood is Rh negative and they receive Rh positive blood, the immune system can react, leading to a delayed transfusion reaction. But it doesn't stop with Rh. Other antigens like KID, KEL, and Duffy can also cause this reaction. Now let's talk about the clinical types. There are two main types of delayed transfusion reactions: delayed hemolytic transfusion reaction and transfusion-associated graft versus host disease. The former involves the destruction of red blood cells by the immune system, which can lead to anemia and other complications. The latter, on the other hand, is a serious condition where the donor's immune cells attack the recipient's tissues, leading to a host of problems. These reactions, while not as immediate as acute reactions, are just as critical to watch out for. They can lead to serious health complications if not identified and treated promptly. And that sums up the delayed transfusion reactions. So, what have we learned? Let's summarize what we've learned about blood transfusion reactions. Acute reactions occur during or within 24 hours of a transfusion, primarily due to ABO incompatibility, and can range from mild allergic reactions to severe conditions like acute lung injury. Delayed reactions, associated chiefly with Rh incompatibility, manifest after 24 to 48 hours, causing complications like graft versus host disease. Remember, understanding these reactions can be crucial in preventing complications during blood transfusions. Stay curious, stay informed.